presenting the transcription feature, Superman.
Up in the sky! Look!
It's a bird!
It's a plane! It's Superman! And now, Superman, mighty visitor from another world who came to Earth when the planet Krypton was destroyed by quakes and explosions. Superman, who can twist steel in his bare hands, leap tall buildings at a single bound, race a speeding bullet to its target, and who walks about among human beings disguised as Clark Kent, mild-mannered news reporter for the Daily Planet. As our story opens, we find Clark Kent in Editor Terry White's office. With him is Lois Lane, girl reporter. From the backwoods mountain regions near the isolated town of Gravesend, the Daily Planet has been receiving strange reports. Mysterious disappearances of Gravesend inhabitants. A terrifying pillar of fire that burns in the hills. And then this morning, Editor White received a letter from Gravesend. He is about to read it to Clark Kent and Lois Lane when the phone rings. Listen.
There it is. White speaking.
Hello. I want the editor.
This is the editor. What can I do for you?
Oh, so they finally let me talk to you. I'm calling from Gravesend.
From Gravesend, eh? Hold the wire a second. Kent, Lois, pick up the extension phone. I want you both to listen in on this. Okay. Come on, Miss Lane, over here. What's that, Kent?
Yes, go ahead, Mr. White.
I'm sorry about the interruption, Mr.
Harris is my name. Now, did you get a letter from someone in Gravesend?
Why, yes. From Mr. Lee Jenkins. Has anything new happened up there?
Nothing that's any of your business. No, I'm calling to tell you not to pay no attention to Lee Jenkins' letter. He's a crazy fool.
You mean you don't need any help?
I'll make it stronger than that. We're warning you newspaper folks to stay away. Us Gravesenders can take care of our own trouble. We don't want no outsiders up here.
Hello, Harris. Operator, I've been cut off. Hello.
No use, Mr. White. He hung up on you.
Warned to stay away. That proves it. Something is brewing up there, Kent. Something serious.
Where is that letter that Harris spoke about, Mr. White?
On my desk. Here. Read it, Kent.
Looks like an old man's handwriting. Dear Editor, I write to you because other folks is afraid. Ever since the pillar of fire come up out of the ground in Gravesend, we have been living in fear of our lives. 3 people went up to look at the flame and never come back. The leader says it's a sign that we should leave our homes and move away, but some of us ain't got the money to move. Please help us.
Was that all of it?
No, there's a bit more, Miss Lane. If you send up a reporter, have him meet me at the bridge 5 miles outside of town at 11 o'clock Monday night.
Why, that's tonight.
Yeah, you're right. Here's the rest of it. Don't let him come to the village if he values his life. Signed, Lee Jenkins.
Well, Kent, what do you make of it?
Oh, it's hard to say, Mr. White.
Would you like to go up there and look into it?
I certainly would.
And I'll go with you.
It might be dangerous for you, Lois. Those mountaineers have no respect for law and order.
Oh, I'm not afraid.
Well, all right. You both start immediately. You'll have a 200-mile drive over narrow mountain roads, but you should be able to reach that bridge that Jensen mentioned by 11 tonight. And, Kent.
Yes, Mr. White?
Now, please be careful. Be very careful.
What time is it, Miss Lane?
It's just 10:30 p.m. How far are we from that bridge?
Oh, about 10 miles, if we're on the right road. I wish I was sure.
Maybe you'd better stop and look at that map.
Good idea. Now, let's have a look here. Well, here we are.
Yeah?
We turned left at the forks there. Yeah, this must be the road.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, just cowbells. Probably a farm nearby.
Oh.
Yes, I'm certain this is the road, all right. We'll keep going.
Hey, listen, Mr. Kent. That sound's coming closer.
Oh, forget it. It's only cowbells.
No, it isn't. Look down that road. That white shadow.
Somebody walking in this direction. Coming into the beam of our headlights.
What? It's an old man.
Well, that's lucky. We'll ask him how far we are from the bridge.
He's carrying a string of bells in his hand. Look how he's dressed.
Yeah, long hooded robe. Well, that's an odd costume for a man to be wearing.
Mr. Kent, I'm scared.
Pardon me, mister. Can you tell us whether this road leads to the Gravesend Bridge?
Go back. Go back.
Oh, Mr. Kent.
Say, all we want is some information, mister.
Go back. Go back. Danger lies ahead.
Mr. Kent. Mr. Kent.
Now, don't be afraid.
Look. He's walking into the woods.
I'm going to follow him and find out what this is all about.
No, you stay here. I don't want to be left alone.
Well, all right. He's gone anyway. Disappeared through the trees.
Like a shadow. Oh, Mr. Kent, let's get away from here quickly.
Okay. Can't say that I blame you. What time is it now, Miss Lane?
Exactly 11 o'clock.
Oh, good. We should be at that bridge soon. Yes, there it is in front of us. I would just drive across and park on the other side. Ah. Well, we made good time from the city. Do you see anybody?
No. No, not a soul.
Well, neither do I. Well, we're on time, but Jenkins hasn't shown up yet.
See, I have a feeling something's wrong. He's not going to come, I know it.
Oh, Miss Lane, you're still upset about that old man.
And why not, Kent? Can you explain that strange costume and the bells and the warning? Clark Kent, you haven't heard a word I've been saying. What's the matter with you?
Miss Lane, wait. You smell something burning?
Yes. Yes, I do. Smells like rope. Or maybe the car...
No, it seems to be coming from under the bridge. Let's walk over there and take a look, huh?
Okay.
I see it. Something's sputtering down there under the bridge girder.
Mr. Kent, it is a rope.
Rope, nothing. That's a fuse, and that box it's attached to must be a bomb. Get back. Run for your life.
Oh, good heavens, Mr. Kent!
Don't talk. Keep running. That fuse had only an inch or two to go. Blown to smithereens.
Oh, that's awful. Well, that bomb was meant for us.
Whoever put it there expected us to park on the bridge. Boy, it's lucky for us that we didn't.
Oh, Mr. Kent, do you think Jenkins could have planted that bomb?
No, I'm sure it wasn't Jenkins. His letter indicated he was much too anxious to have us help him.
Well, then it must have been that man who telephoned Mr. White. You know, Harris.
That's possible. And I don't think Jenkins will meet us. Harris knew about his letter and probably stopped him from coming.
Oh, what'll we do now?
Well, we can't go back. The bridge is gone. I guess we'll just have to go on to Gravesend.
But Mr. Kent, in spite of the warning?
Well, they won't expect us now. They'll figure that we're either dead or stuck on the other side of the bridge. Remember, that bomb was timed to go off at 11 o'clock sharp.
Yeah.
We'll drive on to the town and find a place to put up for the night. Does that suit you?
Well, we have to. Nothing else to do.
All right. Let's get going.
Mr. Kent, shouldn't we be near Gravesend by now?
Well, we can't be very far away. Hey, what's that up ahead? Just see it in the headlights.
Why, it's a gate. And a high wall.
And houses behind the wall. Well, Miss Lane, that must be Gravesend.
Well, why should they have a wall around it?
That's odd, isn't it? Well, we'll soon find out.
Gee, it's so quiet. Nobody at the gate.
Well, we can't blow the horn. It might wake up the wrong people.
We've got to get in somehow.
You stay here, Miss Lane. I'm going to try that gate.
Couldn't leave me here alone?
I'll only be gone a few minutes. There's nothing to be afraid of if you do as I say. No matter what happens, stay in the car. Do you have your police whistle with you?
Yeah.
Well, if you should need me, give it a good hard blast, and I'll come back in a jiffy. But I'm sure you won't need me. Now then, I'm far enough away from the car. Miss Lane can't see me.
This looks like a job for Superman.
Something very strange about all this. People don't blow up bridges and build walls around their village unless they have good reason. First, I'll get through this gate and find Lee Jenkins. Locked tight. Heavy steel latch. That's not too much for Superman. I'll just put on the pressure. Oh, it must be a foot thick, reinforced by iron bands. This ought to snap the lock. There, that did it. There we are. Coast is clear. Now to locate Lee Jenkins. Wait. No. Someone's running this way. I'd better change back to Clark Kent.
You. How did you get in here? Who do you want?
Oh, your gate was unlocked. I'm looking for Mr. Lee Jenkins.
Unlocked, eh? That's funny. So you must be that city reporter. I warned you to stay away from here.
Well, then you must be Harris. Well, now that I am here, what are you going to do about it?
I'll show you. Now get your hands up, quick.
Oh, a gun, huh?
Yes, and I'll use it if you try any tricks. The leader gave strict orders you weren't to come up here. But since you did get in, I'll let him handle you.
The leader? And I'd like to meet this leader of yours.
So you'd like to meet him, would you?
Yes.
Well, you're going to. And when you do, maybe you'll change your mind. Now, come on.
Wait a minute. Who's that over near the gate?
You'll find out. You'll find out.
A strange trip and a threatening ending. A walled village and an old man who warns of dangers that lie ahead. Who is the mysterious leader? Is he the white-robed old man with the tinkling bells? What deep, dark secret hangs over the town of Gravesend? And will Clark Kent be able to discover it? Tune in next time and follow the exciting story of Superman. And remember, tune in the next thrilling installment of the transcription feature, Superman.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird!
It's a plane! It's Superman!
Superman is a copyrighted feature appearing in Action Comics magazine. Presenting the transcription feature, Superman.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird!
It's a plane! It's Superman!
Now, Superman, valiant fighter for truth and justice, champion of the weak and the oppressed. Superman, stronger than a locomotive, faster than a speeding bullet. He walked about among ordinary men, disguised as mild Clark Kent, reporter for the Daily Planet. As you remember, Kent and Lois Lane had come to the mountain village of Gravesend in response to a letter from Lee Jenkins, one of the villagers, begging for aid against the mysterious terrors that beset the town. They were to meet Jenkins at the bridge 5 miles out of town, promptly at 11. But instead, the bridge exploded just as they crossed it. Driving onto Gravesend, they found the town surrounded by a high wall. Kent gave Lois a police whistle with which to call him in case she should be in any danger. Then he broke through the wall and was captured at the point of a gun by Bill Harris, the man who had first warned them to stay away. As our story continues, Harris is taking Kent to a mysterious person known as the Leader, when suddenly the police whistle blows in the distance. Listen.
Say, what's that?
The whistle. Miss Lane. She must be in some sort of trouble.
Hey, where you going?
Sorry, Harris. No time to explain.
Come back or I shoot.
This is where Superman takes charge.
All right, you asked for it.
He's firing blindly into the dark. Hit me that time, but it bounced off. Well, I guess I'll have to take care of you, Harris, before anything else.
Hey, who are you? Don't let go of me.
Not until I take that gun away from you. You might really hurt someone with it.
Hey, no, hey, out, don't.
There. That blow on the jaw will put you to sleep for a while. Now, back to the car to find out what's happening to Lois. Up, and away! Faster, no time to lose. She wouldn't blow the whistle unless it was something serious. There's the gate. The car in front of it. No one there. Oh, yes, there she is. Sitting on the running board, crying. Down.
Where are you? Mr. Kent, where are you, Mr. Kent?
Here I am, Miss Lane.
I heard you blow the whistle. Oh, what happened?
Oh, he came out from behind the tree. He grabbed him.
What?
Again. He shook me. I didn't know what to do.
Now, wait a minute. Who came out from behind a tree? Now, Miss Lane. Just try to relax and tell me what happened here.
It was that old man with the bells. The one we saw on the road. Oh, it was awful, Mr. Kent.
Now, take it easy. Well, what did he want?
I don't know. He struggled, and I managed to blow the whistle. He disappeared as suddenly as he came.
Oh, didn't he say anything?
Yes, he called himself Old Man Smith.
Old Man Smith?
Yeah. Said he was going to teach me not to meddle in other people's business.
Oh. Now, that sounds like Harris had something to do with it. Just another warning.
Do you think that's all it is?
Oh, I'm sure of it. Harris is the man who telephoned the Daily Planet this morning, warning us to stay away. He and this Old Man Smith want to keep us out of Gravesend.
Well, why?
And Miss Lane, they have something here they want to hide.
Well, what should we do?
Well, there's only one thing to do, Miss Lane. Stay here overnight and investigate in the morning. Are you willing?
Yes, I guess so. We can find a safe place.
Yes, our first step is to find some shelter for the night. Someplace where you'll be safe. I have it. There must be a village elder here. Let's find his house.
Village elder?
Yes. The elder usually acts as mayor in small villages like this one. He could tell us where to put up for the night.
But Mr. Kent, how will we find him?
Yeah, that's so. I know. Harris will take us to him.
Harris?
Sure.
Where is he?
Oh, he's just inside the gate. I had a little run-in with him. He stumbled over a rock and knocked himself out. Come on. He'll still be where I left him.
Oh. What's that?
Oh. Harris. Must be coming too. Hurry. All right, Harris. Get up. You aren't hurt.
Oh, no. Please, don't hit me no more.
He thinks I knocked him out. On your feet, Harris. Quick now.
Oh, all right. Say, you almost broke my jaw.
Well, you just do as I say and we'll have no more trouble.
Well, what do you want?
Take us to your village elder's house.
Village elder?
Yes, you heard me.
Oh, sure. Yes, the elders. Well, it's the first house across the road.
All right. You lead the way, Harris. Come on, Miss Lane.
There it is. You see it?
Oh, the one with the light burning in the window?
Yeah, that's it.
It's a good thing he isn't asleep yet.
Well, the elder hardly ever sleeps, miss. Well, here we are. Now, upstairs.
Who is it?
It's me, Elder, Bill Harris.
Oh, just a moment, Harris. Something wrong, Harris?
There were some folks here to see you.
Oh, I see. Who are these people?
City reporters, Elder.
From the Daily Planet.
This man here busted into the village and he beat me up.
Beat you up? Why?
I can explain the whole thing, Elder. It was all an accident. If Harris hadn't pulled his gun on me,
Is that true, Harris? Did you threaten this man with a gun?
Well, you see, Elder, he got kind of rough.
And you tried to shoot him. Harris, I've told you time and again to keep your gun in its holster.
But
if this happens again, I'll take away your badge. Now, go on home. You've caused enough trouble for one night.
Well, all right.
Oh,
But
and another thing, Harris. You'd better stop and see the old man first.
The old man? Oh, the old man, eh? Okay. Good night.
Well, we're sorry to have caused this trouble, Elder.
On the contrary, I should apologize for my constable's bad behavior, Mr.
Clark Kent is my name, Elder. And this is Miss Lois Lane.
How do you
Miss
do it?
Lane. Yes, indeed. Harris is becoming quite a problem. Too hot-headed. But what are we standing out here for? Come inside. I'll try to make up for the bad treatment you've been getting. Come in, please.
Thank you.
Sit down, both of you. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, First of all, we'd like to find a place to spend the night.
Spend the night?
Yes.
Why, bless you. You can stay right here with me.
Oh, but we don't want to inconvenience you, Elder.
No trouble at all. I'm alone in this big old house, and... Miss Lane, you look ill.
Lois. Miss Lane, what's the matter?
Oh, I feel dizzy. Must be from that long drive and that old man fighting.
Old man?
Yes, Miss Lane had an unpleasant experience a few minutes ago. She was badly frightened by one of your villagers.
Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry. Miss Lane, you should go to bed immediately.
Yes, I think I'd better.
Ah, here, let me help you.
Yes, come along. I'll show you to your room, straight down the hall.
Elder, do you know of someone called Old Man Smith?
Smith?
Yes.
Of course. Wears a white robe and carries a string of bells.
Uh-huh, that's him.
He's a little unbalanced, Mr. Kent, but perfectly harmless.
Oh, I see. He's the man that gave Miss Lane her scare.
Yes, he warned us not to come to Gravesend.
Poor old Smith, he's a sad case. Suffers from delusions. That's the reason for his odd costume.
So, Elder, please forgive my curiosity, but why do you have that wall around your village?
My boy, that wall has been here for 100 years. Built by the first settlers to protect them from the Indians.
I see.
I think Miss Lane ought to get to bed. Yes. Here we are, Miss Lane. This is your room.
Oh, thank you ever so much, Elder.
Oh, don't mention it. Good night.
Good night, Miss Lane.
Good night.
Now, Mr. Kent, those questions you wanted to ask?
Oh, yes, about the pillar of fire. Where is it?
Nowhere, my boy. Nowhere at all. To my knowledge, it does not exist.
But Mr. Jenkins of your village said it did. In a letter my editor received, he said the people were in deathly fear of it.
Mr. Kent, that is ridiculous.
Well, he wrote something about a leader. Said the pillar of fire was a sign that all the residents of Gravesend should leave.
A leader?
Yes.
And who might he be?
Well, don't you know?
Why, I never heard of any such person here. Mr. Kent, I think I can explain. You see this house? It's over 300 years old.
Yes.
And almost all the houses in Gravesend are as old as this. As a consequence, the people who live in them get strange ideas born of ignorance and old age. Your Mr. Jenkins included. There is no leader, no pillar of fire. And the people are at liberty to stay here as long as they like.
I see. But we were supposed to meet Jenkins at the bridge. Instead, the bridge was blown up, destroyed.
The bridge blown up? Why, that's incredible. But Jenkins has been acting peculiarly lately. Perhaps he...
Elder, one thing more. What about the disappearances among your people? The terror?
Why, I really can't say. This is all beyond me.
Say, that's Miss Lane.
Bless my soul. That noise is coming from her room.
Something's wrong. Come on, hurry. Lois, Miss Lane, what's the matter?
Doesn't she answer, Mr. Kent?
No, and the door is locked. We'll have to break it down.
Impossible. It's too heavy. I'll run and get help. Yes.
Good thing the elder's gone. Now Clark Kent can give way to Superman. And I don't need help to get through this door. There. That did it. I'm through. Lois, Miss Lane, where are you? Miss Lane! Miss Lane! Why, she isn't here. There's not a sign of her. The windows are barred, and the door was locked. And yet she's gone.
Another mysterious disappearance. Lois Lane gone from a room with no exit. How will Superman find her? Where will he look? Is the old elder right? Are the dangers of Gravesend only the delusions of crazed minds? If not, where is Lois gone? What are Harris and Smith hiding? Who is the leader? Above all, what is the secret of the walled village? Tune in next time and hear the thrilling climax of this strange story.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird!
It's a plane! It's Superman! Superman is a copyrighted feature appearing in Action Comics magazine. Presenting the transcription feature, Superman!
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird!
It's a plane! It's Superman!
And now, Superman, champion of the weak and the oppressed, valiant fighter for truth and justice. Faster than an airplane, stronger than a locomotive, impervious to bullets. Superman, who mingles with ordinary men disguised as mild Clark Kent, news reporter for the Daily Planet. When we last saw him, Clark Kent and Lois Lane had come to the walled mountain village of Gravesend in answer to a letter from Lee Jenkins begging for aid against the terrible pillar of fire that was driving the people from their homes. After dire warnings to stay away from Gravesend, Lois was seized by Old Man Smith. Kent rescued her and forced Harris, a suspicious acting constable, to take them to the village elder's house. After Lois went to bed, the elder told Kent that Jenkins was unbalanced, that the so-called pillar of fire did not exist, that the people were not being driven from Gravesend. And then suddenly they heard a scream from Lois' room. They rushed to her door, found it locked. While the elder ran off to get help, Kent, as Superman, broke down the door. He found the room empty. Lois was gone. And our story continues today. Superman still searches the room for Lois. Listen.
Miss Lane, where are you? Lois. Gone. The windows are barred and the door was locked, and yet she's gone. Hold on now. The elder said this house was over 300 years old. There must be a secret passage somewhere. That's the only way she could have been taken out of here. Well, we'll look for a hidden door or panel. Tap the walls until we find one that rings hollow. This one's solid. No good. Try the other side. No, nothing in this wall. That's the third one. No good again. Fourth wall is only a partition. Too narrow for a passageway. Must be one, and I've got to find it. Wait a minute. That closet in the corner. Yes, this is it. Hollow. No time to waste looking for the panel release. I'll have to break right through. Back to give me a good start. Then forward. I'm through. I was right. This passage only goes in one direction. The people that took Miss Lane must have come through here. No time to lose. If I ever had to race against time, I've got to now. This passage seems to be going down into the earth. No one in sight yet. Faster! Faster before they get away! Faster!
Through the underground passages of Gravesend rockets a weird figure. Red cloak streaming in the wind, Superman races to the rescue of Lois Lane. Suddenly he comes to the end of the tunnel and out into the open. He stops short, momentarily startled by the sight that greets his eyes. A solid sheet of orange flame leaping hundreds of feet into the air.
Great Scott, look at that flame. Must be the pillar of fire Jenkins spoke of. So the elder was wrong. The pillar of fire does exist. Wait, what's that up on the cliff? A figure. No, two figures. Why, it's Old Man Smith. And he's carrying Lois on his shoulders. I've got to get to them, and quickly. Up, up, and away! Smith can't see me through all this smoke, but I can see him. Lois seems limp. Must have fainted. Smith crawling dangerously along close to the cliff edge. He might slip. You, Smith! Put down that girl!
Dang this smoke. I can't see a thing. Who's there? Where are you? Where'd you come from?
Never mind that now. Put down that girl, Smith.
Whoever you are, stand back. Keep your distance. I got a gun.
No use. You can't see me, and you know it. I'm coming after you.
Darn this smoke. Stand back. I'll shoot.
Bullets bounce off me, Smith. Stop shooting and do as I say.
Hey, you must be the devil himself. I'll get away from here.
Look out. Careful of that girl, you fool. You'll go over the edge.
Stay away. Stay away.
Watch what you're doing. Look out, will you? Stop. Smith, I said stop.
I'm slipping. I'm falling. Help.
Great Scott. Gone. Both of them slipped over the edge. I'll have to work fast. Down. Down fast before they fall clear of the cliff. Down. Where are they? Oh, this smoke. There, I see them. Now then. Caught them in the nick of time. Now back to the top of the cliff. Away from the flame. Up. Up. Up.
Miss Lane. Miss Lane, are you all right?
Oh, Mr. Kent, what happened? How did you get here?
Well, I heard you yell for help back at the house. Found that secret passage in your room and followed you.
Where's that? Where's that Old Man Smith?
Right beside you, Miss Lane. Unconscious. You both fell off the cliff, slipped to that shelf below. Lucky I was able to find you and pull you up here.
And that huge flame over there. What is it?
That's the pillar of fire. Now, Miss Lane, this is important. You remember the elder said the pillar of fire didn't exist?
Oh, but it does.
That's the point. That means he was probably also mistaken about Jenkins. And Jenkins may have been right when he said that the fire was being used to terrorize the people. Maybe old man Smith is in on the plot. We've got to make him talk.
Oh, but he's unconscious.
Well, he may have recovered. Let's have a look at him. Hey, his eyes are open. Smith, can you hear me?
I heard everything you said.
All right, then. For your own good, talk and talk fast. What are you and Harris up to?
I ain't saying it, and you can't make me.
Smith, I saved you from the fire once.
You better not try nothing on me.
I may decide to throw you back.
No, you wouldn't do that.
Oh, wouldn't I? You might be wrong.
Gosh almighty, put me down.
Are you ready to talk?
Yes.
Oh, good. Now, where were you taking Miss Lane and why?
To the cabin under the pillar of fire. The leader wanted to get her out of the way.
The leader, eh? Who is he?
Gosh, no, don't ask me to do that.
Oh, I guess you didn't believe me a moment ago, eh?
No, wait, I'll tell.
Well?
The leader, the village elder.
The village elder?
And he was only playing a game with us all the time he was acting so friendly.
Yeah, when the bridge bombing went wrong and you got into town, he figured we'd have to work fast to fool you.
Well, he certainly succeeded. Where's Jenkins?
He's dead. But I didn't do it. Harris did it after Jenkins found out about the pillar of fire.
What about the pillar of fire? Why is it being used to frighten the people?
Because he found a silver mine under it.
A silver mine?
Yeah. By right, it belongs to the town. We figured to drive away the folks and buy up the land for ourselves.
Where does the fire come from?
It's natural gas. The elder got some machinery from the city to control it. He can do anything he wants with it. Make it burn as high as mountains.
Mr. Kent, it doesn't sound possible.
I hardly believe it myself. Smith, are you sure you're telling us the truth?
So help me. I know when I'm licked.
All right, then. Lead the way.
Where to?
The cavern of the Pillar of Fire. I want to check up on that silver mine story of yours.
No, you can't go down there.
Why not?
The elder and Harris are down there, going to set flames going full blast, burn up the village.
What? Now? This minute?
Yeah. That's why the elder made me take the girls to get her and you out of the way.
Oh, good heavens, Mr. Kent, all those people in the village.
Miss Lane, here's Smith's gun. Keep it pointed at him. Don't let him get away.
Well, Clark, Mr. Kent, where are you going?
To the cavern. Maybe it isn't too late to stop them. You wait here. There, now, I'm out of sight.
This is another job for Superman. I'm going down there. Must stop that maniac and his fiendish plot. Down, through the flames, down.
Harris, how much of the oil have you left through the pipe?
All of it, 500 gallons, Elder.
Do the pipes feed well?
Yes, Smith and me went over them last night. Oil comes out on the hill and flows down to the town.
Good. With that compressor pumped up enough air, the flames will reach the oil. That'll be the end of Gravesend.
Elder, the pressure gauge!
5,000 pounds. We let it build higher. The greater the pressure, the higher the flames.
But the tanks can't take more than 7,000 pounds. They'll explode.
Don't worry. I'll throw the switch in time.
What's that? Elder!
What?
Look out!
Who are you? What do you want?
I'll save the explanation for later. Take your hand off that switch.
Stop him, Harris.
I said take it off.
Harris, the switch!
I can't get past him.
7,000 pounds pressure. Good heavens!
Run, the tanks! They're going to explode! Get out of here!
Great Scott. That compressor tank did explode. Caught the elder and Harris in their own trap. That's the end of them. The walls of the cavern are falling in. Block up the passages. I'll have to force some of those huge boulders out of the way. I'll try to break through over here, at the point where the pillar of fire used to be. My heavens, these rocks weigh tons and tons. There now. They seem to be giving a little. Yes, I can make it. If I get that last big boulder out of the way. Now then, got to give it all my strength. It's going. One last shove. There. Made it. Now, back to Miss Lane, quickly. Up, and away!
Mr. Kent, where are you?
Here I am, Miss Lane. Got back as soon as I could.
Oh, that terrific explosion up there. I was afraid. What happened?
That explosion was the end of the pillar of fire and the silver mine. Blown up. buried deep in the earth. I saw it with my own eyes.
Oh, good heavens.
Say, where's Old Man Smith?
He knew the gun wasn't loaded. He fired all the cartridges. He only had 3, and when you left, he started to scramble down the rocks and caught an explosion. Oh, it was terrible.
Well, anyway, they got their just deserts. And their loss is the town's gain. Now the people of Gravesend will be able to live in peace.
Yeah, and the Daily Planet will have a swell story. Say, we better find a telephone and call Mr. White.
Yeah, that's right. And if we do some fast driving, we can reach the city in time for the morning edition. Come on, Miss Lane.
The pillar of fire destroyed. The village elder and his men caught in their own death-dealing trap. And Clark Kent and Lois Lane win a great scoop for the Daily Planet. Once again, Superman scores in his ceaseless struggle in behalf of the weak and the oppressed. And for another thrilling story, don't forget to tune in next time and listen to the beginning of a new, exciting Superman adventure. And remember, tune in the next thrilling installment of the transcription feature, Superman.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird!
It's a plane! It's Superman!
Superman is a copyrighted feature appearing in Action Comics magazine.